We recognize this archetype instantly. He steps out of the car, wrapped in heavy logos and gold hardware, moving with a jagged, frantic energy that demands the room's attention. He is signaling wealth, but he is also signaling a desperate need to be seen. Contrast that with this, a well-fitted, unbranded black t-shirt, a slow, steady hand. This person doesn't look like they're trying to prove anything, which is exactly why they look like they own the room. This highlights the core of status. Perceived wealth is an outward expression of a visible lack of insecurity. This perception is built during the 3-second scan. Before a word is spoken, the brain reflexively isolates the geometry of your frame, checking the alignment of your shoulders, the taper of your waist, and the state of your shoes. This raises a specific question. How does the brain instinctively categorize one person as high status and another as average, long before it knows their name? Anyone can utilize these visual cues on a minimal budget, but the outer shell is only effective if the internal psychology can handle the scrutiny. Status is dictated by the silhouette. A mass-market shirt that is tailored to your specific proportions will consistently signal higher value than a designer garment that fits loosely or hangs past the shoulders. The visual difference is measured in inches. When a seam sits exactly on the edge of the shoulder bone and the sleeves terminate just before the wrist, the garment looks intentional. This intentionality extends to color. High-status aesthetics rely on a restricted palette: black, white, navy, gray, and beige. Vibrant patterns and oversized logos distract the eye and suggest a wearer who is seeking external validation. Removing these elements creates a sense of restraint. As the eye moves downward, it places a heavy emphasis on the condition of your footwear. There is a direct correlation between footwear maintenance and perceived value. Scuffed or neglected shoes indicate a lack of discipline that can undermine every other visual signal you've established. This discipline is confirmed through grooming. Clear skin, a precise haircut, and a subtle, clean scent suggest a level of self-care that is often associated with higher social standing. Mastering these visual elements proves to an observer that you possess a high degree of attention to detail and self-discipline. Once the visual scan is complete, the brain begins to judge the way you move through your environment. When someone is constantly reacting to life's pressures, they move with a frantic energy. They walk faster to reach their destination, speak rapidly to fill silence, and display a high-pitched eagerness to be heard. Compare that to the movement of someone who feels entirely in control. Their pace is steady. Their gestures are deliberate. They sit with a sense of gravity that suggests they are not in a rush to be anywhere else. This calm control starts with posture: a straight back, relaxed shoulders, and a neutral chin. This physical alignment communicates confidence without saying a word. This extends to communication. Speaking in a lower register with a measured cadence signals that you don't feel the need to rush your thoughts to keep someone's attention. These signals also permeate your digital presence. People judge your status based on the cleanliness of your backgrounds and the general organization of the spaces you occupy. Even lighting contributes to this perception. Harsh, blue-toned artificial lights can make a space feel cheap, while warm, natural light creates a more premium, curated atmosphere. Slow movements and organized environments suggest that a person is living by their own design, rather than reacting to the chaos of survival. You can easily replicate the clothing and the posture, but the final test of status happens under pressure. This involves the psychological state of detachment. Detachment is characterized by a lack of a need to prove your value to others. It is the steady confidence of someone who is already satisfied with their position. Emotional reactivity is the fastest way to break this perception. Reacting impulsively to minor inconveniences or laughing too loudly for approval suggests an unstable internal state. It also requires verbal discipline. It means removing phrases about being broke from your vocabulary and avoiding the urge to constantly discuss the cost of things. High status isn't something you buy, it's something you embody through discipline and self-awareness. When you stop trying to look like you have money, you finally start moving as if you have power.